everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you some really cute and easy Mother's Day card ideas. So let's jump in. Okay, so today we are painting some Mother's Day cards, and what I usually do when I do cards is I cut out some Arches watercolor paper. So I think it was a 9x12 sheet, and I cut it into quarters so I can glue them onto a regular card. So I just have an actual watercolor card here by Strathmore, but I find that the paper's not as good as my Arches, so I always glue my good paper onto a card. But if you just have like a regular dollar store card, not one of these, that's totally fine, or even cardstock totally works too. So we're just gonna do some simple, beautiful floral designs for mom, and let's jump right in. So I have my Arches watercolor paper, and I'm gonna start with some light pink flowers. I just have a mix over here. Maybe they're peach actually, that's okay. Just gonna grab a light wash, and we're gonna do a couple different layouts. So I'm gonna have one kind of coming from the bottom here, and I'm just gonna do maybe like a peony shape with this light wash. Actually, I'm gonna grab my smaller brush. Oh, and I have my Princeton snap brushes. I'm gonna use a size 6 round. And I'm just gonna create like a peony shape, just a bunch of curves, and we're doing loose florals, okay? So just when in doubt, make some curvy petal shapes. Don't, stress about too much about the shape of the flower. I find when you just make some curves, it works. So just curve it up, place them around. Maybe I'll grab a bit more pink, do a light wash, do a smaller one with some petals like this. Okay, just really simple shapes. I'm gonna go in with some darker pigment there. Maybe I'll get a bit more darker pigment on this peony as well. Oops. So permanent rose and a bit of cadmium yellow for that peach color. Okay, just dropping it in there. Oops, and I've been spilling a lot more lately. I need to relax and go slower, I think. Let's do another little pink flower over this way. Lighten it up, start with your light wash, do some curvy petal shapes. Grab a bit more pigment like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna start just plopping in some greenery. So we're gonna go with some sap green, and I'm just gonna gently touch the bottom of this peony and do some little leaves there, let it bleed a bit. And just fill in some of those white areas with leaves. Don't worry too much about the placement. Actually, I think I want some yellow in the center of that peony, so I'm just gonna do some little lines and then some dots like that. Let's get some more greenery coming over here. Like that. And then we can start placing in more buds. Let's do maybe a row of some buds here, and then we'll connect it with a stem. Really, you can take any of the florals that I've ever done in a tutorial and put it on a card for Mother's Day. You don't have to do these, so you can check out some of my other videos. I'll link some below. Now, when you're doing the stem, now this is what just happened. If you have too much water either in the bud or the stem, it can kind of take over that color and it doesn't bleed as nicely. So just, if that happens, just mop it up and try again. No worries. Like that. See, that one's taking over the whole bud. I have too much water on my brush, so I just mop it up like that, and then I'll go back over it with peach in a minute. doing some little leaves there. I'm gonna grab my peach again. Just go over that, the bud there. There we go. Let's maybe do a branch or a stem here. We'll just have it going around. We can do some little leaves coming off of it. Maybe we'll have some buds coming off of that one. Actually, I'm gonna grab another more peach and just do another kind of peony shape coming from the top down over here. Really, this is just a good time to play with florals and shapes and just don't worry too much about it, right? It just, you lay down some beautiful color and it will end up looking good. Just have fun with it. Grab a bit of yellow. I think I need a bit more white space up there. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Now, this is one thing I like about watercolor is that you can mop up the color and just fix any little mistakes you think you might have made. There we go. Grab a bit more pink over here maybe. Okay. Actually, hold on. Let's grab some more pink and we'll just put some like little buds coming from this stem. Maybe we'll do one more little stem over here. Okay, and I'm actually going to grab my size 2 brush. Less of a chance that it will bleed and take over those little buds, so I'm just going to try and connect them. Some of those buds like this. See, and there's the greens taking over those little buds again. It happens. Just mop it up and you can fix it. Put some little tiny greenery. We're not even doing really any specific flowers. I don't have any specific flowers in mind. We're just kind of doing buds and leaves and just keeping it nice and easy and light. You know, change up the shape of some of those leaves, change up the shape of the flowers, you know, dark colors, light washes, darker values, just have fun with it. Okay, maybe I'll put one, this peony is dry, so I'm just gonna have a little bud popping up over here, little stems and stuff. Like that. Okay, so then I'm gonna let that dry and we'll write something on the card thereafter. Okay, let's do another one. This one, I think what I'm gonna try and do, so I've cut out a circle here and I'm just going to lay it down and you can tape it down if you want. And what we're gonna do is we're going to paint around this circle and this is gonna create a white space in the middle. So let me just switch around this paper towel. Oops. Okay, now let's try, and we're gonna do some, you know what, let's try some purple flowers. Pick whatever color is your mom's favorite. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna come from this circle. So you can even go over the circle a little bit because you wanna have that like sharp edge once you pull the circle up. And we're just gonna do some kind of like, almost like lilacs. Okay, so I did a really rough stem and just push down that circles to make sure that it's close to the paper and the paint isn't seeping through. You can grab some other shades, just pop them in there. Okay. Just very loose. I'm gonna grab a bit of cobalt blue. So I was using mauve, like that. Let's get some greenery. You can just do some long stems like this. And you're just gonna do this all around the circle. Okay. Let's get some other flowers in there too. So I'm just gonna do some petal shapes, again, making it very, very loose. Okay, and we'll do the centers after too. Grab a bit more blue, do some over here. Like I'm barely even doing actual flower shapes, just very loose petal shapes. Okay, I'll do another lilac kind of thing over here, just the tip of your brush, just tapping it around. Maybe you can do a bigger flower over here. Like that. Let's do another one of those maybe over here. Okay, you can always go back in and just tap a bit more color if you want. Like that. I'm gonna grab some more of my mauve. Do some more lilacs coming. Just tapping with the tip of your brush. Maybe grab a bit more darker purple. Like that. Let's grab some of our green again. Okay, and go from the circle and do some nice long flowy stems. You can have smaller ones. Like this. If it helps, you can always turn your paper as you're working around it. As I get closer to the edge here, I think I'm just gonna do some really, really light greenery. And the trick with having the paint not seep under that circle, try not to use too much water, okay? Because then it will seep under that circle, and I'm just pressing it down as I'm going around it. Sorry, I can hear my husband playing with my son. And they're trying to be quiet, but they're not. Do another one over here. I'm gonna grab some more of that blue. Do another blue flower. Do one up here, maybe a bit lighter. And just kind of alternate between the blue and the purple flowers. And again, you can use different colors. It does not have to be this color. Use whatever color your mom loves. Do another one there. A bit of purple. And then I'm going to grab my green to finish off some of those little areas. Like, I can't stress about how loose I'm being with these strokes. Just place the color around, make some curvy shapes, and you should be good. Okay. Then if you want to go back into some of those the blue flowers with like, here, I'm going to grab some Payne's Gray and I'm going to do some little dots in the center of some of those flowers that you can see. You don't have to do this. Just add a little bit of detail like that. There you go. And then you're going to carefully take off your circle, and it should be a nice sharp looking circle like that. Okay. And then we'll write something in that one after as well. Oh goodness. I left this paper in the crossfire of my paint splatter. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and now we're gonna do one more. Let's do kind of like a cherry blossom stem. So we're gonna use some light pink again. And you're gonna imagine like a branch shape, sorry. And again, we're doing it very loose. So maybe we'll imagine a branch coming across here, and we're just gonna do some light pink buds, not buds, flowers. Okay, and they're gonna be kind of like cherry blossoms. So do those 5 or 6 petals. I can't remember how many petals they have. Coming across like that. Just loosely. You can do like a side view of one, just having the petals come out like that. Having a shorter petal on one side. So it's just a different view of that flower like that. And you're gonna go back in to the center of your cherry blossoms and just add some darker pink pigment like that. Okay. And then we're going to do some little buds. Like they haven't bloomed yet. You know what? Let's do some bigger ones over here. Some bigger flowers. Again, just keeping it very, very loose. I'm going back in with that darker pigment like that. Okay, and then again, well, actually, you know what? We can add some buds after. Let's go in with our branch. So I'm just gonna grab some brown. I think I have some burnt umber or some sepia here. And I'm just gonna go across, and then they're gonna branch off, just slightly touching some of these cherry blossoms like that. Okay. Like so. And then once we kind of have that initial stem, we can really like branch off and do some more buds. So I'm just gonna come here, just see where you want to add them. Like that. Maybe we can do another branch down here. So I'm just gonna make some more cherry blossoms. Like that. Going back in with some darker pink towards the center. Like that. Having another branch. Come through like that. Okay. And then, you know what? We can even add little greenery, little bits of greenery to it. So like little tiny sap green leaves coming off some of those branches, just to add another pop of color. Okay, and then I'm grabbing a bit more of that pink, and you can do some more little pink buds. Like that. I feel like maybe we can have one branch coming up this way too. So I'm just gonna do some more cherry blossoms. You just kind of want to pick the way of your frame, like the frame of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm so tired. Oh goodness. Just pick how you want to frame your card, kind of. So we'll have like mom in the middle or something like that, and then we can just like that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so tired. Like that. And grab a little bit of green. And I'm just loosely placing these colors in like that. Okay, there we go. That's cute. And then I'm just gonna let this dry really quickly. And then I'm gonna take my small brush and I'm just gonna grab some more of that permanent rose, and I'm just gonna do some little detail in the center. And even though they're loose cherry blossoms, I feel like it just adds a little something. So just do some little lines coming from that center and then little dots. And it just adds a little bit of detail. Like that. Like that. There we go. Okay, so there is our other design. Now we're just gonna start, I wanna come back to this one for a second. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a center. Now, if you can see, there's paint splatter on this one. It's fine. It happens. Maybe I meant to do that. I'm gonna write mom. You know what? Let's go with this. I'm gonna grab a little bit of green and I'm just gonna splatter it like I meant to, like that. Make sure it's dry first. I'm just gonna use my permanent marker, my Sharpie. There you go. Here we'll write mom. And then again, you can write mom or mommy or happy Mother's Day. Let's write happy Mother's Day. So and there you go. There are different Mother's Day ideas that you could do. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram and Facebook for even more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.